everybody. I'm here to discuss Article 31 on the warrant, and it's a citizen's petition that I entered, and I'll just read it to you really quickly. To see if the town will vote to rescind the vote taken under Article 5 of the October 19, 2015 town meeting that appropriated funds from the overlay surplus for creation of a play structure and surrounding park facility at the Peralt property, 4 through 6 Upton Street, and transfer the remaining funds, $241,000, to the municipal capital stabilization account, or to take any other action relative thereto. So the reason I entered this petition was because the Super Park project has changed drastically since it was first approved in 2015. When it was first shown to town meeting at that October 2015, they presented this grand playground, about a $500,000 playground. They were shown imaging, they were shown phases and costs. They said it was going to be about $500,000, and in the spring they had secured $100,000 of CPC funds. At this vote, they were going to get about another $300,000, leaving about $100,000 left to privately fundraise or grants or what have you. Town meeting said, sure, let's do this. And it was shortly thereafter it was approved, they realized it wasn't coming to fruition like they had hoped. They'd created a plan for $15,000 that couldn't quite make it through planning board, and that spent several months. And then the project just went stagnant, and this money sat in an account. Lately, the Recreation Department has picked the project up and really hit the ground running with it. In January, they approved to spend another $34,000 on a master plan. And that master plan has come back now with a potential price tag of $2.6 million. They've completely changed the scope of the project. It's no longer that $500,000 playground that was promised in 2015. It's now creating a whole destination location, and it's no longer just a super park. They've rebranded, they've renamed it, and in my opinion, they should return the money. So I wanted to allow town meeting the opportunity to vote to see if they still wanted those original funds that were meant for a $500,000 playground to go towards this new big project. If not, if they want that money to be returned to go towards our $18 million capital backlog, this is their opportunity to return that money. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bruce Spinney. I'm here to give a brief overview of Article 39 on this year's town warrant on June 20th, next Saturday. Like I mentioned, Article 39 is a citizen's petition which will alter the amount of retail marijuana establishments allowed in town from 2 to 3. I am an entrepreneur in town. I authored this citizen's petition, and I am one of the 3 active businesses pursuing a location in town. All 3 of us that are currently vying for position have a host agreement secured with the town and the select board. And what I'm trying to do is alleviate some of the restraints that are put on us. So I happen to live in town. I'm an entrepreneur in town, and this is where my business is going. So I want to have a facility, and unfortunately, when we originally drafted these laws, we didn't understand how much involvement or how much interest there was to develop these dispensaries in town. So now that we're actually at a point where we can build out stores, we have only 2 licenses to give between the 3 that actively want to be here. So what this means to the town is essentially there'll be 3 dispensaries in town over the course of the next 6 months to 2 years. And not only will we benefit from the gross sales host agreement attachment that is 3% of sales for the establishments in town, but also all 3 of us have retail locations that will have a considerable amount of investment, capital investment put into them, which does what it does for every other business in town, is essentially the assessed value goes up and you pay taxes on that particular land, in addition to the excise tax and the host agreement taxes that are applied to the businesses. So from my perspective, there's very minimal downside to the town. This allows for all 3 of the sites, my particular site included, which is essentially a condemned old building that will be ripping down and putting up a new facility over the next year or so. So town meeting is, as I mentioned, it is next Saturday, June 20th. It starts at 9 o'clock. If you go to the town's website, you will see a video that goes over how we're conducting town meeting this year. And I would appreciate any attendance and support for Article 39. Thank you very much.